Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 2 between Steppe Knight and Ghost Dragon in the September monthly tournament. Let's dive right in here to Brest West. And on the left, in the red, we have Steppe Knight playing second guard tank on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Ghost Dragon playing first Blindata Romanian also on Maverick Income. Diving into these divisions, remember September monthly tournament is an armored only tournament, so players can only use armored divisions, which is why that's what we're seeing. So second guard tank, a division that's always been like kind of middle of the pack, I think. Never super bad, never amazingly good either. I think at times it's kind of popped up, especially when the P2s used to be awesome, and now with the nerf to those, it's a solid but nothing impressive division. The recon tab, light, very light, but you get BA-10s and Revdeco, which are actually two very good Soviet recon tools. Your infantry tab is about as standard as it gets. You can see these tankos showing up in B again, Saprody as well. Surprised not to see any Avtos, honestly, especially with their buff, but a lot of Gavardia. Once again, Steppe Knight putting the Gavardia DP in A. Not a fan of that at all. Really don't like that choice. But that's just me. I like having my infantry actually not suck. Tank tab, this of course highlighted the division. You get lots of T-34-76s and T-30-45s. I mean, that's kind of it. That's the tank tab. The support tab, though, is also phenomenal. You get the good OB-25, and then you get plenty of cards of ISU 152s. One of the best support weapons in the game by far. Just an extremely low-costed unit. It's taking them unvetted, which is actually really odd. Usually we see players at least put one veteran CL these so they function a lot better. Especially the A-phase one. You can get a double vet, and you can still get one, even though it should be like you shouldn't be able to double vet in A. You still do. But anyway, AT tab, I mean, it's good. It's got ZIS-2s, which is like the good Soviet AT gun. Your A is fine. M17's not a fan of, even with their recent buff, still not a fan of those at all. Zenart 37 mils, fine, as I say every time. They're very miff. They get the job done. They're better than like 20 mils, but they're not, they're not blowing planes out of the sky. Your RD tab is solid. He's bringing in the 152s. Gross. The Katusha, not a fan of Katyushas at all. I think they really suck. 82 mortar motorbikes, very good, though. We saw those last game as long as he keeps them moving. The recon tab, really solid. You get the U2 bombers, which are actually really good recon bombers for only 20 points. Then you get the P2s, still one of the strongest bombers around. Even with his medium resilience, this thing is phenomenal. On the other side, first Blindata Romanian Mare, the only Romanian armored division. We see a really strong recon tab, lots of armored cars and stuff. But actually, I shouldn't say really strong, but that you do get the Karadashi as well. So yeah, it is a really strong recon tab. We don't see any snipers here, though. Kind of odd. Your infantry tab is solid, not phenomenal. The Venatori Moto are a solid infantry squad, but nothing phenomenal. It's 25 points for a double machine gun unit, which is not bad, and they are the ZB-53, which are automatic rifles, which is certainly nice. You get the Peanutty Assault, which are phenomenal CQC infantry. But yeah, I always feel like this infantry tab looks better on paper than it functions in action. Not sure why. Tank tab is basically just German medium tanks. They are called TAs and T4s, and they're just Panzer IVs and Stug 3s. The T4s come with a weird heat shell that is completely useless because it has way lower penetration and way lower accuracy, and I don't know why you'd ever use it. If someone in the comments understands why that is useful in any way, then please let me know, because I still, after many years of playing this game, don't get the point of this unit. Probably at some point in an earlier patch it was good, but now it's terrible. I don't know. The support tab is actually really quite solid. You get usual support weapons, IG-18s, MG-42s. You also get a Stu-42 card, though, which is really nice. And helps you with that 2K fight. The AT tab, we do get the special stuff here. We get the Venatori Ducata, which is a great Panzerschreck unit, nice chunky Panzerschreck squad with a grenade. You get the Schneider 47 mil fast-firing little light gun, kind of like the Breda, a little worse but similar. The TACCOM, which is an interesting, super cheap AT tank that can definitely punch above its weight. And then you get the legendary Rashitsa 75 mil AT gun. You get 2 cards of those, and that's just great. Your AA is okay. It's fine. 25 mil Hotchkiss is solid. FAMO 37 mil, nothing spectacular, but it is fine. It gets the job done enough. Your RD tab, really solid. You get the 105s, the OB 105s, which are really good Romanian RD. Not the best they have, but definitely really solid. And then you get, of course, the legendary 60 mil mortars for crushing all infantry fights. And finally, your air tab is it's okay. It's not anything amazing. You got MIF fighters. You do get JUD-7s. The JRSs are nothing super spectacular, and the IARs are not the most exciting. I can't remember if these are the medium resilience IARs or not. If they are the medium resilience, then they're fine. If they're the bad resilience ones, then they're they're really lackluster. But yeah, I just can't remember at this point, and I can't see, on the picture of the deck. First Romanian, a division that always kind of lets me down. I'm not going to lie. I always want to love it because it's Romanian, so I automatically feel like I need to love it. But every time I play it, it actually like really disappoints. I'm not saying it's a bad division. I think it's a solid B tier. If you saw my tier list, B tier division. But I don't know. Something about it just never clicks for me. All right, so we see an early Saturday PPSH here. Just kind of defense of this town, I guess. Trying to avoid a rush here. No planes, no U2s. Kind of weird because that's kind of when you want them most is right at the beginning. Ghost Dragon with an easy 13-11 to start here. Grabbing this flag. I mean, Steppe Knight did not commit to this at all. I mean, his infantry are probably not winning this until B phase when he has all those Saprides and Tankos. But on the flip side, First Romanian doesn't exactly have oodles of CQC. It's got the Peonity Assaults, of course, but the rest of it are just Peonity. So I'm kind of surprised at this lack of commitment to that flag. Steppe Knight now on the 13 level. They're capturing this flag here and this one as well. It looks like Steppe Knight has put most of his points into this ISU 152, these assault guns, and this general push here up north. We really don't see much. Oh, wow. OB-25 getting a good hit on the AB Horse here after one shot. That's rough for Ghost Dragon there. AB Horse is going to really help him out here. T-34-76 in as well. Kind of needs that to kill that AB Horse off. Has recaptured this flag here. Neither player really committing down here at all. I guess they both just decided that their infantry suck. Here's the TACCOM quick. 105 millimeters penetration. Not too shabby for 35 points. Really like a ZIS-2 gun. Yeah. HE shell's quite strong, actually, so there's really nothing wrong with this unit. I don't really find room for it in my deck personally, but that's not because it's bad. I just... one of the things. Sapride just going for it. Might get caught out here, but dodges. Just gets by the flamer here, but it's probably going to get cut off. ISU 152 doing a ground attack here. I guess he just assumed there was an AT gun. Not sure. Agnamachiki Gavardia getting in close to this flamer, and he is getting forced off here. And the Venatori Moto getting just easily overwhelmed here, doing barely any damage at all. Currently 13-11 for Steppe Knight. See, AA coming in down south. AA coming into the center as well. I guess he's worried about those P2s. Unfortunately, the 25 mils are not going to stop a P2. I mean, they'll hurt it a little bit, might make it smoke and have to like go repair, but it's definitely not stopping the bombing run. It's on their own. They're probably not killing it unless they fly directly over it and do something really funky. So, yeah. I understand the concept. I understand what he's thinking, but it's also really deep. It's not like he even put it really close to like help stop that. This flag getting captured now by Steppe Knight. A little cap there. OB-25 spotting this Peonity here. OB-25s are just like the nuts of infantry guns. I'm sorry. I often say assault guns on accident without realizing. My bad. They are infantry guns. Assault guns are technically like the ISU 152. Or more accurately, like the Stug 3 support gun. Here comes the first PE2 though, and unfortunately for him, not in any of the areas he put that AA. So big bummer there. And the big bomber for that big bummer. Not doing too much damage actually. The PE2 is just like really accurate for a high level bomber. The bombs just kind of land right on target all the time. ZIS-2 cutting off the reinforcement road here. Ghost Dragon making a nice job of cutting back in, but now this flag is being captured. Steppe Knight making some nice progress here. This is very common for red to push up here. It's just rough for blue. I mean, they have the hill to defend, but if things start to get pressured on the hill, then they're in a lot of trouble. Sapride might go down here to the AB Horse. Does unload in time, but it's still being spotted. Nothing AT to stop that AB Horse. Agnamachiki should get overwhelmed quite easily here. And this flag now captured as well. Panzer IV gets a penetration here on the T-34. Agnamachiki go down in the woods, so I wouldn't say things are going great here for Steppe Knight. He's going to lose this flag any moment. The Agnamachiki trying to help, but that's not going to stop this blob of CQC. Yeah, Steppe Knight really needs to push hard here. Like, if this is going to be his place, because now he has a T-30-45 in as well. Like, if this is going to be his thing... Oh, Rashitsa gets insta-deleted. Oof, that hurts. Oh, that's unfortunate there for Ghost Dragon. Now, T4 and H242 coming in. Or this is a TA, excuse me. H-Stug 3. Goodness sake. Okay, a T-34 is coming. I was like, wait, I just saw a tank. Sapperty, yeah, keeps trying to poke forward. I'm not 100% sure why. He knows the AB horse is there. It's not like it's left. Ognevici throwing down smoke to keep this flag under his control. Step Knight holding on to his 1311, but not sure if he's trading super well to do it. You see a Sapperty coming in down south. They actually won't do great against these flamer units. T-34, 85, spotting. It was going after the Stugs, and now the Stugs are forced to fall back. Venatori Moto take out an OB-25, but now the ISU trying to line up that shot. Oh, T-34-85 gets a hit on that Stu-42. Might get another one. Maybe it lost sight. I think it lost sight of it. IG-18 taking pot shots and getting some kills. Back to 12-12 with this flag captured here, finally. Center's kind of crumbling here for Step 9. He better be careful. He just keeps deploying to the north. I don't understand why he keeps doing this with the Sapperty. Like, he's insistent, and it's going to die now. He 100% deserves that. JU-87 coming in, going for the T-34-85. There is this crappy M17, which does manage to at least suppress the JU-87 and keeps the T-34-85 from dying. Otherwise, this thing is just the most useless piece of garbage. No one's going to convince me that this weapon is good. I mean, this is the best I've ever seen it do ever. So the buff to them has made a difference, but I still don't think it's good. Like a 37 mil back here would have just stopped that completely. Like a 37 mil in the same position would have stopped that bombing strike. So currently 12-12. Center's kind of collapsing in, but there is some armor moving in now. He needs to stop this Pianini from getting in. Ognevici caught out now as well. Stug versus T-34-85 and ISU-152. Stug bouncing off the ISU-152. T-34-76 taking a shot, taking out the Stug 3. So key armor unit going down there. Sapperty pinned down now. U-2 coming in. As in, U-2 can get bombed by a lame recon plane. T-34-76 finding the Venatori. These Pianini might capture this flag as well. Now there's just 2 getting hit. This IG-18 is just getting the value. I'd be moving this ISU up because this thing would be driving me up a frickin' wall. T-34-76 into the woods. AB Horse on the run. Pianini spotted because of the U-2 here, so now the T-34 can take these out. Venatori Moto a little more dangerous to their AT, although this PE-2 looks like it's looking for the bombing strike. Might hit the AB Horse at the same time. Oh, wow. That is unfortunate. I really think it was after the... whichever one it was after, it caught a second one for free. T-34 pushing in hard. Can it get there in time to surrender the Venatori Moto before they can throw a grenade? Oh, they have a Panzerfaust. Just kidding. That's even worse. And it looks like they will. So both those units getting surrendered. Cleared off there. 13-11 though for Ghost Dragon with this weird cap here. Maxim goes down. T-34-76 died to the T-4, which was actually using the heat shell. That is incredible. Hey, Step Knight's got to clean this up here. There's really no reason to be losing so much of this. It's just like a pure undercommitment. And there's no more ground to take up north. Like, he's like pushing hard up north, but for what, I'm not sure. Takes out the 25 mil. Big kill there to keep the air open for his P2s. Now finally he pushes forward into this town, doing a nice little ground attack to pin down the Venatori Moto. Zis2 seeing something. This T4, nice line of sight down the road here. Gets immediate penetration. Zis2s are quite solid because of their fire speed. Not because of their penetration or anything or their range. It's literally their fire rate that makes these good. Sapperty really need to chase this Venatori down. T-A getting out of line of sight just in time. Step Knight back to a 13-11, recapturing this little town flag, losing it again. T4 out of position, though, to do any sort of, like, road hitting. Nothing going on down south. More units coming in. We're just about to hit B phase now, and both players will unlock their full power. ISU-152 doing exactly what it always does, absolutely decimating everything. As a T-34-85 tries to say, I'm here too, don't forget me. T-34-85 would love to kill this off before the ISU has to use up another shell. It will not, though. Because remember, this thing does run out of ammo. Like, it's not one of those units that just has infinity ammo. Peonity finally goes down in the woods to the Saperty, and now that flag flipping. Step Knight getting his 13-11 again. P2 coming in for a big bombing strike here on the Venatori Moto. It's going to hit the T4 as well. That was definitely not its target, but all the better for Step Knight here. 25 mil, really far back for Ghost Dragon. Really probably should, like, move it up to here at least. We've already DP trying to get in. The Venatori Moto should beat them pretty easily, especially with the cover difference. Saperty PPSH is now in. The whole tank cadre is spotting something. A lot of tanks here. Again, not sure where he's going with them. Stug was about to make a poor decision and go way too far forward. Schneider might go down to the Zis too, though. Oh, and it just dodges. Wow. Vardia DP versus Peonity should be an easy win. Venatori Moto falling back to try to keep holding the flag. Vardia DP moving in. Surprised he's not taking that fight. He would win it. ISU 152 spotting some Venatori. PPSH is caught out. 242 under fire. Both shots miss. T-34-85 gets another shots off. Misses again. Womp womp. Now they all spot the infantry here. Boom. Big boom. Venatori getting absolutely decimated. Yeah, I, again, don't really know what it is about Romanian Mare for me. It seems to have a lot of good tools. It's got Rashitsas. They're phenomenal. That gives you the 2K AT you need. You got solid Axis medium tanks. Ju-87 here. Nice tool as well for air AT. Takes out that T-34-76. You get solid infantry. I mean, they're 25 points, and this unit does some pretty good work. You know, not much stronger than, say, Gavardi DP, but these being automatic rifles really helps a lot. Yeah, I just don't get... You get the 60 mil merge, you get the good arty, you get armored cars. I just don't know why this division doesn't work for me. It's me. It's me. I'm not saying it's the division per se, but it certainly feels that way for some reason. And obviously, this division is not higher ranked. It's been around for a while, so... P2... Again, Step Knight doing this weird thing. Is he trying to, like, bomb both? I don't understand. It feels like a misclick, because he's done this several times. Bombs, though, do kill the Panzer IV, which is a huge kill. Making a push forward here. Venatori on return fire. They can't fight back, and the ISU is going to absolutely wreck them. ISU is falling back. I don't know if he saw their Rashitsa. I'm not sure how that's possible. Maxim overwhelms some Venatori. Step Knight still on a 13-11, slowly increasing the gap. Venatori Dakota getting caught up at the Gavardi DP. Should be plenty of T-34-76s to have sprinkled around. Now the Gavardi DP losing this fight, as I mentioned they would. P2 there would be good. U2 might get the kill though, but Step Knight not attacking with the U2 again. We saw this last game where he actually is just using them as recon, which is baffling to me. Like, get that bombing strike in there. Vardy DP going to lose out to the Venatori because of the assault rifle. And the ISU died? Question mark? What? Oh, that Stug. The Stug went after and actually got the kill. Okay. Getting her done. Venatori now getting hit by the T-34-85s. Infantry being forced off a bit here. T-34 died to HE. Oh, no, to the Schneider, probably. Maxim probably going to die here to the Schneider as well, if it's in range. It's not. Maxim going down to the IG-18. This thing doing work. It's impressive. It's always surprising what a simple infantry gun can do when left unbothered. Venatori taking some hits from the T-34-85. Here comes the IAR. What does this have? This is bad resilience, so yeah, it's not the good one. So you can see it does very little. You're not a fan of these. Their price is solid, but the price is solid because the stats are underwhelming. So still 5 minutes left here in B phase. Step Knight's still on a solid 13-11. 60 mil mortar now, and there we go. That's what he needs to do. Once this thing gets rolling, it is really rough to win infantry combat from that point. Oh, this burst was awful. And that was just bad RNG. P2 coming in, going to hit that Venatori and should be able to capture this flag back. That'll be a nice cap for him. Oh, just kidding. Bomber misses. Ju-87 coming in. Once again, no AA. Yak 9T coming in to try to save the day. Does get the burst off just in time. Oh, but can't save it. IR almost getting on the back of that. M17s are terrible. He kind of deserves this for using these. They're trash. Care what anybody says. Garbage. Yak 9T taking down the Ju-87, but losing T-3045 is pretty devastating. Maxim just been doing work here. Has captured this flag, though. Steppe Knight suddenly on a 15-9 with the capture of this flag in the town. And what other flag flipped? This one here. IR going to get through because the M17 is trash. 37 mil here. Stops that plane. BA-10, though, going to do some work. IG-18 out of heat shell, so pretty safe. Finally, some real AA coming in, but that's really far back at this point. But Steppe Knight on a 15-9, and that's pretty devastating. And Ghost Dragon here really lacking the armor to take out these long-range assets up north. He really can't do anything about it. And now we see a Katusha strike on this T4. We saw Steppe Knight targeting armor with his rocket artillery last game as well. If you haven't seen that game, go check it out. Yeah, Katyushas suck. They do. They're just not good. Especially one of them's even worse than two. Obviously. I say that incredibly redundantly. TACOM could definitely take out this BA-10, although it easily could be killed by the BA-10 as well. He's got artillerists coming in, but I don't see any... Why would he have an artillerist at all? What is the point of that? He wanted more recon, I guess? Like that desperately? Because he has no radio whatsoever. He has no artillery leaders to give radio, so I have absolutely no idea what the point of that is. I have to guess because the recon tab is extremely limited, he's just doing that for the recon tab. Like, because he wanted more recon, he just has no room for it. That would be my only guess. TACOM does go down to the BA-10. Oof. That's an oof right there. You know what the weird thing we haven't seen is? Tankos. We've seen none. And the thing is, too, the Tankos coming with the M3A1s, too, so they have a phenomenal half-track. Double B2 strike trying to find this infantry, but the blind strike fails completely. Doesn't even hit these Venatori Moto, which is very unfortunate. BF-109 has no way of catching that. U2 is going to come in and try to do the same. Gavardi have an even worse chance than the Gavardi DP had, and they might just get killed here by the AT. Oh, Steppe Knight just, can't catch a break capturing this point. And the U2 has no chance of getting in there either. Now the TACOM's pushing in to push off this Gavardi to recapture that flag, although Ghost Dragon has let a 15-9 go for quite a bit here. More tanks coming in. Military almost capturing that point back. They will once the Gavardi goes down. 60 mil mortar should help finish the job. Looks like they'll just do the job. Maybe not. Nope, total fail. Total fail. The Sheets in position, though, now. Very dangerous. These T-34-76 is probably going to go down to it once it gets into the proper position. ISU 152, T-34-85 covering off this hill. Spots the T4 here. Flip back, 13-11 now. Steppe Knight still on the tick. The Sheets have taken damage. Going after the T-34-85. IRs get through. 2 bombs off. Ooh, those are pretty big bombs, too. 37 mil just a little too far back. T4 survives its encounter with the ISU. Rashitsa goes down, killing nothing? Oof. That's rough. That is very, very rough. Venatori coming in. We're now into C phase, though, coming up here in 20 seconds. And, I mean, Steppe Knight has a lot of stuff here. Like, that's a lot to work through in C phase with Maverick. Venatori Dakota coming in. If it survives the T-34-76, will it? It won't. Oof. Oh, that was actually the Zis 2, I think, that got the kill. P2 gets the bombs off, hits the Venatori, kills that. And, oh, someone surrendered. Okay. Interesting. All right, and Step Knight taking the win. Ghost Dragon just deciding he had no chance. I mean, he was down 600 kills, so I mean, I understand the trades were not going well, but seemed like an aggressive surrender to me. I mean, he wasn't like horribly down, but I guess he decided he was. I guess he had the feeling he was. T3045s, this too doing quite some good work there, but that's about it from that side, and really nothing from Ghost Dragon side. So tough game for Ghost Dragon there, but good game for Step Knight. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon down below. It really supports the channel, and consider following me over on Instagram. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.